Our story begins in the land of the United Mitochondria, where Donald J. Trump rules as president. In light of Trump's recent executive order to keep the outer mitochondrial membrane sealed, blocking immigration from the cytosol to the mitochondria, cytosolic scientists are furious because this permeability is important for apoptosis. The Mitochondrial News Network is reporting.
Welcome, Melania, President Trump.
Thank you for having me and my husband, Donald.
This better be quick. I'm going right time with Putin at 7.
Donald, I do not think that is a good idea. People are talking about us, you know. They say the Russians are bad. You should ask them to leave.
Just a sec, Putin's texting me right now.
Donald, you know you love me. You are so smart, and together we'll cause the cancer to spread and to metastasize. Prevent this horrible apoptosis and make the cell great again.
So, President Trump, why are you issuing this executive order?
As you know, I am very, very smart. The mitochondria are the greatest organelle in the entire cell. But all these politicians and scientists from the swamp are absolutely ruining it. Especially that guy from Kenya, or crooked chromosome. This executive order will make the mitochondria great again.
Isn't he such a good has-been?
It says here that your executive order will suspend all immigration to the mitochondria. Is that correct?
You know, people have come to me and said, Donald, this is a fantastic idea. 1.5 million people have personally thanked me. The most ever. Just like my inauguration. That's more people, I think, than there are bacteria in the microbiome.
We have with us here Dr. Noah Lott, who would like to weigh in on this issue.
Blocking immigration from the cytosol is bad for the health of our multicellular organism. Protectionist unicellular organisms just try to grow as much as they can because they only have selfish interests at heart. But multicellular organisms need apoptosis. It's important for cellular renewal and the health of the organism as a whole.
When the cytoplasm sends over its people, it's not sending its best. It's sending backs. Very bad people, bad hombres. We need a huge wall. Like the huge wall in China. I'll build a great wall. And nobody builds walls better than me. Believe me. I'll build it very inexpensively. I'll build a great wall on our southern border. And the nucleus is going to pay for it. Mark my words.
As you can see, Mr. Trump is not a fan of the mitochondrial apoptosis pathway, which involves the outer mitochondrial membrane becoming permeable and releasing cytochrome C, activating the caspase cascade, which leads to apoptosis.
President Trump, I've heard that BACs and BAC proteins are important to mitochondrial apoptosis. Dr. Lott, is that true?
BACs from the cytosol inserts into the outer mitochondrial membrane. BAC, on the other hand, is already in the outer mitochondrial membrane. BAC and BACs then both dimerize, which causes the release of cytochrome C and leads to apoptosis, improving the health of the global organism. Additionally,
Wrong. BACs does nothing but steal the jobs of hardworking BAC on our outer mitochondrial membrane. Anyone who says otherwise is fake news. What are you doing, Melania? I'm trying to talk here. As I was saying, BACs inserts its dirty 5-6 alpha helix into our glorious mitochondrial membrane. I know this because I saw a tweet about it at 5 a.m.
but Mr. Trump, both proteins are required for membrane permeability and to cause apoptosis. And another protein, BAD, blocks anti-apoptotic factors from functioning.
That's fake news. The immigrant BACs is the one causing all the problems. It's a bad hombre, as I said. We need this executive order, especially after what happened with BACs last night in Sweden. Can you believe it, people? Sweden, of all places.
No, I don't believe it actually. Let's do a live audience poll.
Wrong. That vote was so rigged. I just read a tweet that 3 million illegal voters voted in that poll. I do not have small hands.
Mr. Trump fears that Bax, the bad hombre, is responsible for increasing the permeability of the outer mitochondrial membrane. But Bax and Bac are both required to cause the release of cytochrome C into the cytosol.
I've saved many and many jobs for cytochrome Cs. There are gazillions and zillions of cytochrome Cs that work in our outer mitochondrial electron transport chain. Without me, the greatest job creator ever, the jobs will be lost to the cytoplasm.
What's this about cytochrome C? Could you please tell?
Hello?
Yes, Melania?
From a young age, my parents impressed upon me that the values you work hard for what you want in life, that your word is your bond, you do what you say, you treat people with respect. We must pass these lessons on because we want our children to know that the only limit to your achievements is the strength of your outer mitochondrial membrane.
Okay then, Melania. Tell us more, Dr. Lott.
Cytochrome C is a part of the electron transport chain, but it actually has another important job outside the mitochondrial membrane. When cytochrome C is released into the cytosol, it can activate caspase, and in turn, caspases cleave hundreds of different proteins, leading to rapid cell death.
Cell death. Wake up, people. These losers are trying to ruin this great organelle.
Don, are you tweeting?
Just a minute, Melania. You'll never believe what Fox News just tweeted.
Let's talk about this. Dr. Lott, what are these proteins?
So BCL2 anti-apoptotic proteins inhibit Bax and prevent apoptosis. However, abnormal BCL2 expression has actually been implicated in cancer and various other diseases.
Increasing spending is great. As you know, I'm very, very rich. I have billions and billions of ATP. I self-funded my campaign, so I can drain the wall. Build the swamp. Well, are we almost done here?
Not quite. There are lots of other proteins involved in mitochondrial apoptosis, like the retinoblastoma protein.
That's fake news. Nobody cares about the mitochondria more than I do. I know everything about the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. Boom, boom, explosion, here ATP there. It's like a nuclear power plant in China or North Korea. I'm actually working on building our energy program. We're cutting everything else. The mitochondria is where I'm at.
Well then, what about other factors that control mitochondrial apoptosis, like mitochondrial shape?
Are you from MNN? That's fake news. There are no other factors controlling the mitochondria other than me.
Actually, some recent research has shown that Bax can't induce apoptosis on mitochondrial membranes that aren't the right size. We don't know exactly why, but...
Exactly. I will build such a huge wall that no apoptosis will be possible.
But Mr. Trump, apoptosis is important for overall cell health, and a lack of apoptosis can cause diseases like cancer, and...
That's it. You're fired. We are building this huge mitochondrial wall. No more immigration from the cytosol. No more apoptosis. I will make the mitochondria great again. How about that?
One election later.
Now that we have no Bax immigration, we have cancer, mitochondrial encephalopathies, neurodegenerative diseases, and faster aging. Donald, you aren't even the president anymore and your hands are still small. Take me back to Slovenia.